England. For tonight's World Championship Boxing, proudly presented by Barry Hearn for Ringside Boxing Promotions in association with Prince Promotions and Matchroom Sport. Sponsored here by ART, EA Sport and Yemen Airways. All the officials have been appointed by the British Boxing Board of Control here present with us at ringside. Let's get the action underway then. 8 rounds in the super bantamweight division. Introducing to you firstly and fighting out of the red corner, he's wearing the gold trunks, weighing in at 8 stone 11 pounds and 12 ounces, bringing a 15 fight record, 14 wins, 5 inside the scheduled distance and just 1 loss. He's from Coventry. Would you please welcome Mark Payne. And across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the dark blue trunks trimmed with white and weighing in at 8 stone 11 pounds 10 ounces. Undefeated in 11 contests, 10 wins, 3 inside the scheduled distance and just 1 draw. Coming to the ring as the former 2-time ABA champion, would you please welcome from Hartlepool, Michael Hunter. Timekeeper the bell is Mr. Nick White, and referee in charge of the action is Mr. Jeff Hines. This is 8 3-minute rounds.
8 rounds or less. Protect yourself at all times. When I say break, I want you to take a clean step backwards. Protect yourself at all times and listen to my commands. Any questions? Touch gloves, good luck.
Well, great final ring instructions here from referee Jeffrey Hines, who said 8 rounds or less to the 2 fighters. Goodness knows what they made of that. Anyway, we've got Michael Hunter of Hartlepool, the former 2-time ABA champion in the blue trunks, who's unbeaten so far, in with Mark Payne of Coventry, with just 1 defeat on his record at the moment. So this is an interesting match in the super bantamweight division. Quite a key one for both of these two, who are kind of fringe contenders around the British scene, and a good positive start by Hunter, who last time out was very good early but faded against Mark Callaghan and was infuriated to get a draw, though we thought it was fair enough. He's quite a fast starter, Glenn, Hunter.
Yeah, he has nearly got a free shot on there. Some little problem with Payne just running back the corner.
Something's come loose there, well inside the back of the shorts. What could that be, Glenn?
I think his protector has come loose.
Yeah. There's always something new, isn't there?
Always in boxing. But there should be a good match here, good variation of styles. Payne more the fighter, Hunter upright boxer, but it should blend well.
Payne in the gold trunks, who's won 14 out of 15 so far. The only defeat against the former English ABA champion, Dazzo Williams, a year ago. He's from Coventry, but trains up in Manchester with Ray Farrell, who has Michael Brodie, among others. A lot of holding on the inside. Referee could be a bit quicker on the case. A good left uppercut from Payne there, as they did work in close. But I think referee Hines could have been a bit quicker to separate them there, to be honest with you. Another good left hand from Payne. There's plenty of belief in himself. His big problem throughout his career, though, has been cuts. He's going to have to watch that again here.
Well,
particularly the way it's developing.
Yeah, the heads rubbing together there. Pretty aggressive start from both these fighters. Hunter having some success with the right hand. Payne with the left hook.
Hunter didn't do himself any favours with a display of tantrums at the end of his last fight, that draw with Mark Callaghan I was telling you about. Particularly as he didn't really have a case, but he looks as if he's trying to put things right here. But Payne just getting more accurate as the round goes on.
Well, Hunter's opening up, he's really going for the shots, but just leaving himself open as he does that, and that's where Payne can catch him with the left hook.
finding it harder to work as the round's gone on. Michael Hunter from Hartlepool, and he's got a cut by the right eye for Hunter. It's by the side of the eye. Well, you'd have won a lot of money if you'd said that Hunter would be the first to get cut in this fight. It's Payne who's usually the bleeder, as they say in the business.
Well, it's going to spur Payne on. He's looking for that left hand.
It's a rough house of a fight already.
Keep tight, mate. Keep tight.
Well, I reckon this is going to be a ferocious battle, isn't it?
Well, it certainly started that way. Hunter, who started quite well, did the better of it for me in the opening round. He's the one that's come out with the cut.
You're going fucking ragged. Your chin's coming up in that, mate.
Payne came back pretty well, didn't he, in the second half of the round, mate?
Yes, he did. He started landing a few left hooks, and then when the cut occurred, then there's a few more. There's the clash of heads. Just trying to get his left hook on. It was actually the heads that clashed just before that. Leaping in for the left hook, and there their heads come together.
Payne, who used to work full-time in a local factory up in Coventry before his move north.
Best chances early
That's
on.
Hunter you're looking at. Second round, due to go 8 blue trunks of Michael Hunter of Hartlepool, who'd won all 10 before that draw with the up-and-coming Mark Callaghan. Again, Payne's left hook, which is working for him, and that's because Hunter's right glove is often pretty low. He's just a good, competent all-rounder, this Mark Payne. He's trying to rebuild after that only career defeat. It doesn't matter much just losing one, it's how you come back from them.
That's exactly right, and he's trying to push forward, Payne, trying to roll into the left-hand punch.
That's another good left hand too from Payne, who is looking pretty determined here. I think he knows this is an important fight. It is for both of them, actually. It's like a little crossroads battle, this one, which makes it intriguing enough.
Well, he's got to try and get some boxing going a little bit, Hunter. He's trying very hard, but he's leaving himself open where he should use the jab, his boxing skills a bit more than he is.
Payne's getting the better of this round. He's more accurate.
He is, and that's because Hunter is trying to mix it. He's trying to fight, and he's playing into Payne's hands.
No use of the jab at all from Hunter, and that's a natural advantage. And just looking a bit overcharged up, isn't he? No control, and his head rocked back by another left hand there by the Midlander.
Well, that's the problem, I think, for Hunter, his temperament. You know, he's trying that hard, he's forgetting his boxing, forgetting his skills.
And marauding forward and managing to make it a close quarter kind of brawl with Hunter, who's getting frustrated because he can't use those long rangy punches. Not at the moment anyway. He could change that.
Well, still it's Payne who's the aggressor, who's just bundling Hunter out of it in this round.
Thought the lights were going to go out for a minute then. They certainly faded, but somebody's put 10 pence in the slot.
With a decent right hand from Payne as he keeps forcing forward.
Just maybe a lack of control from Hunter. Hunter's 24, by the way. Payne's 26. Cut is holding up pretty well for Hunter. That's Payne's round, I think, quite beyond question. He was just too wild, Hunter, for me there.
Yep, he was. He's lost it. I think getting cut has really upset him a little bit. He's angry. He obviously knows it was a clash of heads, and he's trying too hard, and he's just bustling around and making a bit of a mess of it, and that's allowing Payne to roll in forward and get the left hook and the right hands on.
A lot of untidy kind of inside work in that round. There was a left hand there, you see, from Payne. That's the punch that's worked for him.
And another left hand there, which rocks the head back of Michael Hunter.
Ray Carroll will be quite happy, I should think, with the way Payne's going about this so far. Third round of 8 in this super bantamweight division, the 8 stone 10 pound division. Michael Hunter, one of the rising talents in that division, unbeaten, but that unbeaten record being threatened here by the golden trunked Mark Payne of Coventry. Time out here. When I say stop, stop, says the referee Jeffrey Hines. This is quite a small ring they've got in here tonight. I'm sure that's because of the main fight. They don't want Calvo to be doing a runner and not creating much room for it. But of course that's helping Payne a bit in this fight.
Yeah, well, I think really he's just got to try and settle down a bit, Hunter. He's too ragged, he's not getting behind that jab, he's not thinking. And I think he's letting his emotions just have the better of him.
I think you said it, he is quite emotional. And there again, he left his sharp open for that left hand from Payne, who knows that that punch can work for him, and he's ramming it in time and time again. And there might be a temperament problem for Hunter. He looks the feisty kind, doesn't he?
Yeah, he did, and I think we saw that in his last fight that he can be. So he needs, the corner need to talk to him, tell him to settle down, tell him to use the jab and the right hand a lot better than he is.
I mean, sometimes that charged up attitude can work for you. Other times it's a big hindrance, and I think that is the case here, because there's no real control about what he's doing.
Yes, it's just going against his natural style.
Blood from the cut again by the side of the right eye of Hunter. This is really attritional, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think also the strength of Payne is paying dividends, and I think that's why maybe Hunter is getting angry, because Payne is getting his own way and pushing him about a bit.
Walked onto one there though, Payne, as he tried to close the range. I don't know why Hunter doesn't think about maybe a bit of jabbing and moving and some lateral movement, because the way it's going, it's not working for him, is it?
That's exactly right. And what he's got to try and do is use the jab and just allow Payne to walk onto a right hand. Use your head a bit, be a little bit cooler than he has been.
Good right hand got in from Hunter there, Mike. Payne with his back to the ropes. Hasn't been in anybody much, Payne, so far. Seemed to be hurt again, though, by that right hand. Did the knees just go a bit then?
Well, he just seemed a little bit off balance, but the right hand does look the best punch for Hunter if he can time it right.
Just a bit more success over the last minute for Hunter. That's Payne, whose best win was over Isaac Sebaduka, the London-based Ugandan who scored upset wins over Charles Shepherd and Richard Evatt. Payne beat him, which is looking quite a useful win now, although Sebaduka's a bit in and out.
Come on, everything you've got to win.
Well, there's the left hook, which has worked quite well for Payne, just that rolling style that he's got, dips to the left and then brings the left hooks over, doubling it up quite nice there. And with Hunter being quite straight up, that allows Payne the shots to connect.
10 seconds.
A little bit of success towards the end of the round from Hunter, his right hand working the better.
Round 4.
Fourth round of 8 in this little crossroads fight between these two super bantamweight hopefuls. Gold trunks, remember, Mark Payne, Coventry. Blue, Michael Hunter of Hartlepool. I keep repeating that because there's probably two fighters you won't have seen a lot of so far. No cut problem at all for Payne tonight, for once. There is one for Hunter.
So far, Payne just seems to be thinking about it better, getting the better of what he's trying to do. This brawling tactic from Payne is paying off.
Once again, for the second fight running, Hunter involved in a pretty tough kind of fight, which is not what you want too often on the way up, is it, really? The odd one, but not every time you're getting in there. That's rabbit punching from Hunter. He's not going to be allowed to get away with that. the exaggerated bow, slightly reminiscent of Antonio Ratin in the 1966 World Cup, the referee. Older viewers will know what I'm talking about. The rest of you will think I'm completely balmy, but there you are. That's another left hook again from Payne.
Well, he's trying to fight Payne's fight, still Hunter, still trying to wrestle and dodge and push, and that's not his style, that's not what he does best. He's got to start using that jab.
They don't use the jab in the amateurs, remember? They don't get scored. I know we keep going on about that, but I think you're seeing the results of it here. You're seeing this guy was a two-time ABA champion, but he did it without probably having to throw jabs very often.
In fairness, Hunter was quite a neat boxer, and yeah, that's what he's forgetting now. He's trying to be too aggressive.
That cut's getting worse by his right eye. He's wading forward, but missing with so much. I mean, Payne is missing a lot too, but there's just the impression of him doing what clean work there is, which is not that much in this round, because this is a untidy shambles of a round, really. Feel the pain, it says on the back of Mark Payne's shorts. Yes, Hunter with a right hand as well, just picking the shots that little bit better.
Yeah, still trying too hard, Hunter, missing with far too many shots, and another round for Payne.
Better because you boxed a bit. That was better. And then mind that. Use the other foot. No, just
that was better, they said to Hunter, because you boxed a bit. I didn't see that.
Well, maybe they thought he boxed a little bit better than he had in the early rounds, but it wasn't that much better.
He's trained by Neil Fannon, by the way, Hunter.
That left hook landing for Hunter in that exchange, but not enough punches landed, missing with far too many. Payne just getting the better of the round.
Hunter's from your neck of the woods. You saw a lot of him in the amateurs, and you reckon he was a bit of a stylist, yeah?
Well, he was a fair boxer. He was more the boxer than the all-out slugger.
But he isn't here, is he?
He's not. He's fighting completely the wrong fight.
Yeah, I've got it something like that as well, Glenn. Fifth round, gold trunks of Mark Payne of Coventry. This will be a good win for him if he can get it. There's plenty of work to be done yet, because this is an 8-rounder. But if they are trying to tell Hunter in that corner to box a bit, the message isn't getting through, or they're not making the point forcibly enough.
They're not in the corner. I've heard Dave Garside, his manager at ringside, telling him to fight his own fight, but he's not really listening.
He's looking to load up all the time, Hunter, but of his 10 wins, only 3 have come by knockout or stoppage. So you wouldn't have him down as a big, heavy hitter and brawler. Still could go his way, mind you. One thing you couldn't quarrel with from either of them is level of commitment, intensity and effort. As with so many of these undercard fighters. They are giving it absolutely everything. And really, they do themselves proud, nearly all of them, in that regard.
Well, it means an awful lot to them. They're on a big card. It's a big night for them. And, you know, that really gets them going. And, you know, once they want to bring their best performance out.
Payne trying to escape the tentacle-like arms of Hunter. But I thought Hunter was the one who'd want to give himself some room to work.
Well, he does. What he should be looking to do is try and double up that jab and just measure the right hand to Payne.
That's better from Hunter. Got there with a good-looking left hook. I mean, they probably have a go at us when they look back at this later, Glenn, but for me, Michael Hunter is fighting entirely the wrong fight and strategy.
Yep, that's exactly the same for me. He should just be using a little bit more patience, trying to catch Payne on the way in where his punches will have more effect. And Payne will oblige. He comes rushing in all the time.
Bit better there with the right cross from Hunter. Payne doing a bit less.
Yeah, Hunter's had a bit more success in this round. He's had a bit more room, I think, because Payne is tiring to get his shots on.
I'm sure he's one of those really super fit youngsters, Hunter, and he just, I suppose, might fancy himself to wear Payne down here. But it's the tough way of going about the job, I'd say.
Take your breath in. You're going to have to pick it up, right? You're going to have to pick it up.
But he won that round, I think, didn't he?
Just box the way you're boxing.
Yeah, I think he did. He did a bit more.
Leave him, Dave, leave him.
115, there's more punches in the fight total for Payne. And look at the body shots, just 8 body shots for Hunter, 46 for Payne. So Hunter very much just looking for the head. And that was a decent left hook, and I just sensed that Payne was starting to tire in this round. Hunter starting to get a bit more room, starting to get his shots off better and a bit more improvement.
Whether either of these two are quite good enough to get themselves in the British Championship pictures, another matter.
Second round, round 6.
9 minutes left in this one. Payne doing most of the good work early on in what's been a rough, hard, messy fight. But Hunter starting to get through with his punches in the last round, so who knows what happens in these last 3 rounds. Hunter in the blue trunks, remember.
Nice shot up the middle there from Hunter.
Whose ABA Championships came at flyweight and bantamweight. Up at super bantamweight now, and he might even go up a bit from that, I would think. It's been quite a wearing sort of fight. It might be a question of who's got most left down the stretch here. Right hand, Hunter. He's just starting to nail Payne a little more. Payne looks as if he's tiring a bit to me.
Yes, he does, and I think it'll suit Hunter when Payne does start to tire, because he'll have that little bit more time to get his shots on.
Payne, whose brother Gareth's also a decent class pro, and appearing on this bill tonight, by the way. And these forcing tactics of Hunter's just beginning to bear some fruit. And he drives Payne back across the ring. Is Mark Payne fading a little?
Yeah, I feel he is. He's been pushed on the back foot. Hunter's punches are starting to have an effect. two good shots.
Yeah, he's starting to find the head with these shots, Hunter, now, and I suppose his argument to our criticisms earlier on in the fight is, well, look what's happening now, I've worn him down doing that. Fair?
Well, it is, but you know, it's a bad strategy to do it because he's taking shots all the time. You know, you're going to have to be very fit, very physical, and you know, you're not going to have great longevity. He could make the job a whole lot easier.
Payne's not doing much at the moment. He walks into a couple as well. This has been a big round for Hunter. He's taking control of this now, you feel.
Yeah, you just sense that Payne starting to struggle, starting to ask himself questions.
And there seems to be an awful lot of ambition and real desire about this Michael Hunter. He's at that stage where he wants it really badly. He's hungry, and that's beginning to surface as a major factor in this fight.
Live with you with the boxing. If you can snap it up now, nice snappy, pick the boxing. Don't give it. All he's got to punch his chance now. A swing. Don't chuck it away, Michael. We're now daft. Pick your shots, and snappy. Bump, bump, and then move. Bump, bump, and then move. 7 to 2 to go, Michael. 2 to go. You need these rounds now. Come on.
They're a lot happier, aren't they?
Yeah.
You can tell, you know, his work was getting better. They felt he was getting on top, and the spirits in that corner raising.
There's an interesting little interlude there. You'll know this as a fighter. Do you often lose track of how many rounds have gone?
Oh, all the time. All the time. Sometimes you want a lot more to have gone.
Well, I do it commentating without taking a single blow, but 2 rounds to go in this one, which has been an erosive kind of affair. Just waiting for somebody to buckle a little bit, and unfortunately from Mark Payne's point of view, it's been him over the last couple of rounds, but it's a close fight on the scorecards.
Well, level on mine, 57 all. Hunter looking the stronger at this stage.
It's just a slip. I've still got Payne a point ahead, having scored the first one even. Then 3 to Payne in a row, and the last 2 to Hunter. Close fight. But the mood of it at the moment is that the tide is flowing in Hunter's direction.
Starting to use his left hand a bit better now. Payne needs to do something. The tide certainly going Hunter's way.
Sagged a bit against the ropes, Payne there, having taken 2 more to the head. He is fading, and has been, I think, for a couple of rounds. I just wonder whether Hunter, who's probably one of those types, I can't verify this, he's probably a manic, dedicated trainer, whether he's just got that little bit of edge and condition here that's helping him too.
Well, I think it looks that way because, you know, Payne looks the stronger of the two, but yeah, it's Hunter who's been doing a lot of brawling in there. He's the one still looking to get his shots on.
Payne is walking onto 1 or 2 punches now as he loses his freshness. Takes quite a deep breath. There's a much more confident look about Hunter, who's now finding his man easier to catch, and also noticeably he's managing to keep the fight more at range where he can ram the shots in from out in the next county almost.
He's very much a straight puncher, Hunter. Nice left hook landing there.
He might go here, Payne. The way things are going, you might not even hear the final bell. He's going to have to show quite a bit of grit, because, I don't know, maybe that needle is flickering towards empty a bit.
Well, he keeps getting hit with shots, and I think Hunter can sense that the strength is going out of Payne. He's getting more aggressive in there.
Well, he can sense it, and everyone in the arena can see it. Payne's body language is just giving the game away. That's another big round for Hunter, who's right in control now.
Hands down. All right, one more effort.
One more round to go.
come out right.
Punches landed, well, it's almost, look at that, dead level. And actually, that's how I've got the fight at this point. Dead level. First round even, then 3 to Payne, and the last 3 to Hunter. But you've got Hunter ahead now. He looks as if he's ahead in there.
Yeah, he certainly looks on top. He's the stronger, he's getting the shots off, and Payne pretty much just hanging on, trying to survive this. A very aggressive Michael Hunter. Got a point to prove here. And landing with the better shots, greater volume of shots.
And Payne's reflex is not so good anymore, which is why he's getting caught more too.
Second down, 8, last round.
Final round, sporting touch of the gloves between these two. So it's got better as it's gone on. Definitely some pretty untidy periods. Hunter's one of those kind of fighters, I think, who's got a chance in the business because he obviously takes it very, very seriously.
Yeah, he's got that grit and that determination to try and turn things around from what wasn't a very good start. He's worked really well here.
I think he's the kind too who'll learn too, listen and learn from mistakes he might make in the ring.
Well, if you're going to improve, that's what you need to do. Nice little combination there from Hunter. Still got the fire.
Longer it's gone, the better Hunter's looked. Payne now knows, though, that he's only a couple of minutes away from that final bell. Maybe able to just lift himself for one last effort. Or maybe not.
Short little right hand from Hunter. Been a bit messy at times.
Hunter is the Hunter in there. Again, he just sagged against the ropes, Mark Payne.
Yes, he came out in this round just with a few shots getting off, a little bit of a spring, but that's gone out of him now, and Hunter back in charge in this round.
He's just looked a bit like a 5-furlong horse entered into a mile race. Not much since about the end of the fourth for Payne. So every time he comes forward now it's in straight lines, and Hunter's just picking him off. He's having the odd success, Payne, but not nearly so much as he was earlier on. It's good from Payne there, though.
But he just can't keep it going, can he? He needs to find more punches, but just finding the one there.
Last half a minute of this fight. Payne desperately trying to drag something up, even amid the fatigue. A right uppercut from Hunter.
But it looks like this strong finish from Hunter will be enough.
Still think he could have made it easier for himself with some slick boxing in the early rounds.
Most definitely, just got to cool down a little bit. He's done it the hard way, but should have done it.
And the referee, Hunter, in an emotional stampede. He does get the decision in the end, and that's how much it means to him. He wears it all on his sleeve, doesn't he? And after having that little blemish on his record, the draw against Mark Callaghan last time, he gets the win this time, and I think in the end he thoroughly deserved it.
Yep, he did deserve the win, and he was very pleased at that. Better success rate for Hunter. Payne 3 more punches, but Hunter landed with them all. And very pleased by that win. He showed his emotion there, and I think that's the sort of thing that he's just got to calm down a bit. He obviously is a very emotional young man, and he just needs to calm that down in the ring and be a little bit cooler.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. The only thing I'd say is it's good that it means this much to him.
Very much so, very much so. That's how you win, and that's how you go on in your career. It's got to mean a lot.
Yeah, I can understand it in a way. He's won tonight anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 8 rounds of boxing, referee Jeff Hines has scored this contest for Payne 74 points, for Hunter 79 points. He's your winner, and still undefeated from Hartlepool, Michael
6 rounds to 1
Hunter.
with 1 even was the baffling scorecard of Jeffrey Hines, who gave Payne obviously very little credit at all for his good work early in the fight. Oh well, we're wearing blindfolds again, Glenn.